I'm really sorry, it's been a long without dropping any video. But as you know guys, every time whenever I want to drop a video, always drop something very unique. Before the year ends, I'm gonna drop a video about things that really happened about my life in this year, but not in this. So in this video, I want to talk about a certain strategy. Before the year end, you should learn something very new. So because it was a support, it should be used as a resistance, and it came right where to this point right here. So you have been seeing a lot of people posting about breakout strategy. I'm gonna go straight to the charts and I show you something which you didn't really know. So meanwhile, I want to break down one of my best strategy. If I was a beginner, I couldn't miss trading this. Stick to the charts as I'm taking you through. Alright, so the pair that you're watching, this is gold. One of the best pairs that I like to trade. Let me take you through. This pair, for example, today, we traded, but I want to take you through the breakout strategy, how it works, how to approach the market and everything about the strategy. So first of all, if you can check, this is a 1 hour time frame. I would recommend, if you're trading, use 1 hour time frame. Why? And one of the things that you're gonna use is for you to put sessions. This is New York session, London session, all Asian session. So but guess what? The reason why I'm putting New York session, you'll find that most of the opportunities happen during New York session. So let's go to the charts. If you have been following me, my strategy is so simple. Just support and resistance with some conference. So let's put it there. So meanwhile, if I'm talking about breakout strategy, if you can check right here, we are having this range right here. So if we are having this range right here, let me mark out like this. If we are having this range right here, you can see the market, it was trading, let's say from this point right here, from this was a support. You can see how it went down right here and boom, dropped right here. So meanwhile, for you as a person, you mark this as your support. So what you want to see is price breaking below. So I know what you have learned is there is a breakout, then another thing, there is a break and retest. What's that? Let me first teach you a break and retest so that you can get to know what is a breakout. So a break and retest, it's when the price push to this support, go down and retest. This is a break, then a retest, so that the price can continue its way to there. So I will show you it to you in real charts again. You will see that here the price created this support, boom, then a resistance was created right there, right? Then we violated this support, which means someone is waiting for a retest in order for him to sell the market, right? So if you can check right here, you will see that the market went straight, violated this level, which is the resistance. Because it was a support, it should be used as a resistance. And it came right where to this point right here. Where? What is this? This was a support. Again, it is being used as a resistance, which means this is a break right here. You know, it went and made another break. You get? Then it came to retest on this resistance, which was a support, right? Which means break, retest. Then for the person who is going to sell the market, meanwhile, this is the level to sell at, like right here, right there. This is the level to sell at. For the person who is going to buy the market, meanwhile, this is a support. I know you cannot really understand. This is a resistance, boom, a break, and another break to the upside. I'm talking to the person who is going to buy, who is going to buy the market. And you can see the market went here, which means we broke this level right here. So we should wait for the retest here, boom, and buy the market. And meanwhile, the person who is going to buy the market, he should buy it at around this retest. When you go now lower time frame, let's say the 15 minutes time frame, you will see that, let me refresh the market right there. Do you see? Do you see that? So you can see that the market came, boom, created a support, created a resistance, created another support, went all the way, retest on this resistance, then dropped down to retest on the support, which was a resistance. Once the market retest on this level, that's when someone can buy the market from this point right here, right? So that's called a break and retest. I think I have really explained. So you'll find you as a person, you're trading a breakout and a break and retest without knowing. Like you're mixing all of them. What do I mean? Like even if you're trading a strategy like this, losses are going to be there, but it all depends on your risk management. So I know you can really understand my point. Like here, it's like I'm just teaching you to stick to one strategy. While teaching you to stick to one strategy, then I want to teach you how that strategy works correctly. I hope you understand my point. After teaching you like stick to one strategy, what is it? It's a breakout strategy. Then let me teach you what is a breakout strategy. Of course, having a right broker is as important as a strategy itself. You want a platform that supports your trading style seamlessly, especially when it comes to fast executions and smooth withdrawals. Personally, I use Exness, and they really impressed me how smooth the entire process is, from depositing funds to making withdrawals. The less time we spend worrying about getting access to our profits, the more time we can focus on the market. So let's go back to the charts as I'm explaining so deeply. Let me delete everything and go back to 1H. I like 15 minutes and 1H. That's when, because the market doesn't fake a lot. You know, the lower the time frame, the lower the headache you get, man, while trading these pairs. Then if you can see the market having a support and resistance, what is a breakout strategy? This is when the market, when it is maybe in a range or in a trending market, and boom, violates a level. Without waiting for a retest, you can jump in for a buy or a sell. So if we are in a downtrend, we sell. If we are in an uptrend, we buy the market. For example, if you can check right here, if once you mark your resistance right there and your support right there, a breakout strategy, this is when the market breaks the structure. For you, without waiting for the retest, you jump in for a buy if we are in an uptrend, or you jump in for a sell if we are in a downtrend. So, for example, let's take a look at this chart right here. So, if you take a look at the chart, we are having this support and this resistance. And if you can check where we are having this a drop to the downside, which means we broke this structure to the downside. And guess what? And guess what? You went in for a sell right there after breaking the structure, preparing for the market to drop down. And guess what? If you can take a look, we got stopped out. So we shall call it that one like -1R. I will use a risk reward instead of percentage. We would say we lost 1%, but let's say we lost 1R. Meanwhile, if you risk 1%, that's you lost almost, let's say, 1,000 USD. Maybe you lost 100 USD on account of 100. So you can check the market went up and you're having your resistance here. What are you waiting for? You're waiting to see the market breaking either from the upside, right? So if the market breaks from the upside right here, for example, you can see this is the range we broke out right here. So if we are in an uptrend, we put the stop loss below the candle, mostly 1H candle, which broke the structure. I hope I'm clear about that. For example, in an uptrend like this, you can see that we broke to the downside, we shifted to the upside, right? So you can see the structure, we broke it again from the upside, we broke this resistance, boom, right there. If we put here our buys, our stop loss should be at least below right here. And guess what? Targeting at least one, I like targeting 1 to 2 risk to reward around there, right there. So I will show you so many examples. For example, this is a 1 hour time frame. Since it is 1 hour time frame, meanwhile you will wait for this trade for 2 days or something like that. When do you move your stop loss? How do you manage your trades? Those are some of the things that we are going to learn. For example, if you go on a lower time frame, let's say the 15-minute mostly, you will see that we are going to be making higher highs and higher lows. So you can see how lower time frame is so stressing. We are having our stop loss right there. If you can see, we broke the structure. All right, so if you can take a look at 15 minutes, you can see how the charts are a bit confusing, stressing, and all of those stuff. So if you can check, you can see we broke the structure from here. Breakout strategy happened right there. Boom, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high high, high low, high high. Once this market drops right here, you're into negative. And once we break this high, that's when we move our stop loss halfway, not really full, halfway, because the market, it can also jump down and trade here and boom, and goes to the direction. You move it halfway like here, which is 50% of the capital you have risked. Once we break the structure times 2, we bring our, for example, we broke this structure, boom, we came, broke another one, we came, boom, we went up. That's when we move our stop loss to break even and set your target, which is 1 to 2%. You get? So, meanwhile, if we are heading, for example, you can see the market dropped right here, but we didn't break this structure. As the market it is going like this, that's when we move our stop loss maybe below this low. Then we leave the market to go into take profit. Meanwhile, if I'm explaining, you may see something which is very simple. Controlling, maybe managing a trade, it is something which a lot of people take time to learn. So I will give another example as well. So let's say this is another trade which is 2R right there. So you can see we are drawing just our levels like support and resistance. See that? Boom, support and resistance. There was a breakout strategy right there. And guess what? This support here was created and we are still in a trade. And I will draw here like boom, a resistance. I mean here a resistance was created and the market came here to the support, boom, then we broke out. Meanwhile, another trader would have entered right here after breaking this resistance, closing above. This is another trader would have entered, putting another stop loss right there and targeting 1 to 2% right there. I want you to check this. Do you see how the market it was making high high, high low, high high? Literally, if we go to the lower time frame, you'll find that it is a clear market structure. And you can see how the market dropped down and stopped out the people who really moved their stop loss and went to the direction. So when do you catch another trade? Guess what? We are having here another level, which is a 1H. And 1H level, which is a resistance right there, which means we are expecting market to push right here and close, which means we are expecting the market to push at this level and drop down because it is a resistance, right? And guess what? We closed here and we created another candle. We closed above. What really happened? Boom, you enter right there. And the candle below the candle which made a breakout, that's where you keep you put your stop loss in order to manage your trades very well. So let's go to 15 minutes to see what really happened. 15 minutes, you can see after the breakout, and this is a live market, guys, you can see that the market right now, we entered from here and boom, it is making high high, it can make a high low. Once we break this structure right there, that's when we draw our resistance, which is now going to be used as a support. And guess what? That's when we're going to move our stop loss to break it even. But for now, we are not going to touch anything or moving any stop loss or do something like that. So this is something simple which you can really trade. And in 2025, guys, I want you to challenge yourself. Give yourself time, and trade one system for some time. Give yourself 3 months. Trust me, everything it's gonna change.